You're listening to Channel 98.9, Corry's radio alternative. On this edition of Your Community Today, Laura from Impact Corry talks with two representatives from Warren, Randall Rossey, the Director of Codes and Planning, and Kassie Damcott, Department Secretary of Public Works, on May 10th, 2023.
Hello, everyone. This is Laura again from Impact Corry. In case you were wondering what Impact Corry is, we are a nonprofit organization that focuses on reinventing rural through community, economic, and civic development. Today, we are sitting with a couple of representatives from Warren, Randy and Kassie. I understand you've been putting together a plan for the city of Warren. Can you tell us a little bit about your progress and what you're going to be focusing on over the next so many years?
So we've recently made and had our comprehensive plan update approved. So our next steps are the implementation of some of the pieces that we can accomplish in the short term and focus on what we can do for the future and the long-term goals. Randy's department and groups really were the ones that spearheaded and developed the plan. I've just been a support person for them and taking on a new role at the city of Warren, hopefully by the end of the year or next year, helping to accomplish those goals.
So what overlap do those goals have with the work that you are doing?
I've taken on a completely new role, so I am learning to help and support other departments within the city, taking on more of a grant administration position, but also supporting the goals of the other departments in their development. Not just getting grants, but exploring, going on trips with Randy to Kane and to Corry, talking to other business leaders and local leaders to try to figure out what has worked best and what can work best going forward and how we can continue to collaborate.
You met with Chuck Gray, the director of Impact Corry, today. What are you hoping to get from that interaction with the Corry community today?
What we're looking at today is with the implementation of our comprehensive plan. We wanted to come down to Corry. We wanted to talk with Chuck because we're hearing a lot of great things that are going on down here. And there's no sense in reinventing the wheel if it's already been invented. So we were in conversation with Chuck, seeing what is going on in Corry, what's working, what may not be working, and what we can garner from that we may be able to take back to Warren and help us as we work through our process.
What have you learned so far that might be helpful to the work that you are doing?
Chuck has been able to point us in some areas that we may be able to find some funding, some grants, some revenue. That's an important part of it. You can dream as big as you want, but if you don't have the revenue or the grants, the money to make it happen, it can be very difficult.
Looking at some of the other business owners and funders that Erie County may have access to, Chuck really helped us try to focus in on those other collaborators and those who maybe have some funding sources that we can lean into to try to help fund some of our projects.
This is a very collaborative methodology. Communities connecting across municipal boundaries, coming together to solve problems. Do you see this type of collaboration as a long-term strategy for success for all communities?
I believe so. We're a region. We need to work with each other as a region. We need to promote those regions. And it's nice when you can just pick up the phone and talk to somebody after some networking and get some input as to what's working for them, looking at their approach as to how they're solving their problems.
Like Randy said, we live in the same area. We all face the same struggles. You know, we all had industries that at one point in time were booming and now have since left the area. Everyone faces in this area population decrease and how we all best can try to attract, young people to stay or to come back to the area and invest their time and money and their families into the area.
To Cassie's point, we're all looking at ways that we can reinvent ourselves.
Right.
And although we are in the region, we all want to be unique in that region also. But part of being unique is also promoting the uniqueness of others.
Again, this is Laura from Impact Corry, and I'm sitting with a couple of Warren representatives, Randy and Kassie. What do you think is possible through these collaborations?
I think larger projects, larger scale collaborations can happen when you work with other communities and you have to work well with the other communities. It shouldn't be okay, well, I'm the city or I'm the borough, only I can do this. Working with others outside of your county, outside of even, your city or borough can greatly help your progress, your intentions, and the reach of the projects that you are doing. There's no reason you can't ask for help from other places. Maybe somebody has something that's tried and true and proven in their community. You can adopt those same kinds of things and bounce ideas off each other.
It also works as a great promotional tool. It draws people to the area. It showcases what we have to offer in rural communities, that we are great places to live, to raise families, and the working with others, just like I said, helps promote that.
So what are the next steps for the city of Warren, would you say?
The next steps for the city of Warren is, as I said, the implementation of our comprehensive plan. We have several steps that we have recognized. We have some low-hanging fruit that we can work on in revitalizing our downtown area, preserving our assets that we currently have, which are our parks, our river, looking for development for our riverfront area. Those are some of the major projects we have going.
I agree. Identifying those things that we can do that will have a big impact in the short term will help prove that we are intentional about our projects, that we are intentional about meeting the goals of our comprehensive plan, and to help incorporate the community into this plan. It is not a city government plan, although it is put together by the city. It came with input from the Planning Commission, from the RDA, from stakeholders in the community, and they should all have a voice and have an input in the projects.
All right. Well, thank you again. Thanks for coming and visiting us here in Corry. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks for having
Thank
us.
you. Yes, thank you.